Hey, and welcome to this brief historical context brought to you by Team Java Juice. On the left, you have the Viewmaster, which was a small but simple device that you wore on your face that would project images that were 2D and stereoscopic, which would give you the illusion that you were there in real time. On the right, you have the Sword of Damocles, aptly named because it hung from the ceiling, and you put your face up to it, and it projected low polygon environments that would give a small but still somewhat realistic feeling that you were there in that world. And in the center, you have the Sensorama, which, while primarily made for theaters, came incorporated with smell dispensers to simulate the human sense of smell. However, these endeavors were not all successful, as on the left you see Sega's gaudy VR prototype headgear, which, while at the same time looking stylish, did not work out as they planned. And on the right, Nintendo's Virtual Boy. Oh boy, the Virtual Boy.
Virtual reality has been used for military purposes since its inception. During World War II, many pilots practiced flying various aircrafts using flight simulators. This was the first known use of virtual reality in any facet. As technology has improved over the past 70 years, so has the use of virtual reality in military uses. Drones are very common now as people are able to control planes as if they were the pilot from thousands of miles away. Also, tactical operations are able to be practiced and perfected using virtual reality to create higher chances for success in the battlefield. Virtual reality can also be used to help aid veterans suffering from PTSD, as it can transport them to fond memories and suppress negative ones. Future uses of virtual reality can be to limit the number of fatalities in war, as soldiers will be able to control robots in the field to prevent unnecessary deaths.
Current applications of virtual reality in the medical field include training simulations and modeling for patients. Surgeons use VR-based programs to practice surgical procedures and test experimental ones. This is an inexpensive alternative to practicing on animals or cadavers. Surgeons also use VR to model patients. This way they can look at patients' anatomy more accurately and efficiently. Future applications of virtual reality in the medical field may include capabilities for robotic surgery and new developments that allow for haptic feedback. VR in the future could hopefully be used to conduct surgeries remotely using robots. Integrating realistic haptic feedback could help enhance training programs and models for surgeons.
One current use of VR in a therapeutic sense is using it to treat anxiety disorders such as fear of flying, fear of spiders, or PTSD. One theory doctors use to treat these disorders is the emotion processing theory, which states that memories of certain fears can be triggered using specific stimuli. Since certain fears can be too expensive or unrealistic to put the patient in the actual situation, VR can be used to simulate these stimuli. This is much easier than having a person actually fly, putting the person in an active war zone, or subjecting them to real spiders. Future applications of therapeutic uses of VR can include making the experience more immersive by adding other senses, such as sense of touch and sense of smell into, which can increase the effectiveness of these VR treatments.